networking, like how everything flows. The culture, that's the word I was looking for. She makes me sick.
Yes. Well, hopefully, because by the end of the episode, she did reach out to Andrew with his long flowing locks. I was like, yes, Andrew.
I saw a picture of him on social media. I was like, okay, I see you.
Okay.
You looking kind of cute.
Did you say finish him?
I didn't.
I said finish him once I saw his long flowing locks.
See, I done showed you the vision. Now you see it.
I know. But I love
But
his
he looked really nice, and his lips was like popping, not popping like in a girly way, but he just looked, they was glistening or something. Okay. I was feeling it.
Okay. Well, she did at least call and apologize and let him know that she's been going through some things. So
that apology was so hard for her to say.
It was. And I don't understand why.
Because she thinks she's perfect.
But several people have told her she isn't.
She knows she ain't perfect. She just don't want to, like.
She hasn't had the aha moment. Yeah. So, I just. Yeah. So, maybe the aha moment is slowly coming. And she really needs to be honest with her therapist about everything that's going on.
I don't think she realizes everything that's going on.
Probably not.
I don't think she realizes what it looks like.
Yeah. But I feel like whatever.
A lot of people don't. They don't know what that is.
Because they haven't stepped outside of, they haven't looked at themselves, But I feel like what Issa said did, like, strike a chord with her. So I'm hoping going into the next season, she really opens up to her therapist. And she needs to have, like, a powwow at work just to kind of get all of that back.
Yeah, and just say, I came here from another organization, and this is how it was, and I didn't realize that when I was ruffling feathers. Like I got off to a bad start, and if you all could forgive me and let's start over. I'm sorry if I offended anybody. Humble pie, eat it and enjoy it. Yeah, get 2 forks if you need to. And go on about your business. Yes. Vulnerability is hard for some people.
It is. I totally agree.
I know, girl.
I know all too well. Yeah. Okay, so what did you think of Nansford's apology?
Well, I was very shocked that he was that vulnerable, and he was shook up. Like, I would have never thought that he could be that person. Like, he was really in his feelings, and he was different. Very emotional. Like, I thought he was going to break down and cry. Like, I thought it was going to be like, at any moment. That's what that's how it played out in my head. Okay. And so I was just like, and Issa Warrington, she deserved to do whatever she did, but she handled it very well, and I was very surprised because I thought she was gonna like hug him and be like, "Oh, I'm glad you're back. Let's go have dinner or something." That's what I expected. But she was really
gonna get some booty.
That too, but at least you got to feed it first.
No, I just really thought they was gonna go into the apartment and get it.
I was hoping he was going to feed it first, because at least she deserves a meal.
Okay.
So, but, she was just like really hurt. She crossed them arms up.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, that's a move right there. That's closed off. She ain't trying to. I was like, okay, girl, I see you. So and she was like, I just need some time. And I was like, oh, you need time? You ain't never told nobody you need some time. What you need?
She did need it.
She needed the time, obviously. So I was like, okay, like. And when he walked off, I was like, dang, she let him go. Yeah. No, she gonna run after him. No, go get him. Not really go get him, but I was just thinking that that's what she was saying in her mind. Like, don't let him go. And she was like, I'm about to take all this stuff out of these boxes. And I was like, okay, you go, girl. So I was proud of her in that moment, because I thought she was just gonna go back to that, because she had really missed him. He really hurt her.
He did. And it was in such a short amount of time, but I just feel like he was
a breath of fresh air.
He was a breath of fresh air. Like, he got her started and, planning the event, and
got her out of the bad job.
Really got her.
And I feel like they connected on a different level. And when you meet somebody like that, when you connect with them, you feel like that's your soul. Like your soul.
So I can understand why she was so
very hurt
from it. Yeah.
And she was hurt from Molly because she felt like Molly should know that that's like her person. Mm-hmm. And you denied me that fact just for whatever you wanted me to do. And then he comes back and he brought me the flowers and he wanted to apologize, but he was very vulnerable.
I feel like he was vulnerable and very sincere. Now, I don't know whether or not I would continue on with him, but I would at least take what he said to be the truth.
I felt like it was the truth. I felt like it was very honest and he was very transparent. But my concern is, even if it is some type of mental illness, I have dated a guy with mental illness. He was actually bipolar. And it is very hard to do. Obviously, it didn't work out. Mm-hmm. So, like, if that's the case.
Like, how often is he going to do that?
How often is he going to snap? Even with meds. Yeah. Yeah, and it could be anything that could trigger. For him, it was. Maybe his meds wasn't, I know his meds wasn't regulated, girl, because when I moved here, he ended up in a psychiatric hospital, and he was talking about he wanted to marry me. I'm thinking, you can't get out. You somewhere else right now. So, it's something very hard to deal with, and even though you feel like that's your person, like, your soul is tied to this person, like, it's very difficult to have and maintain a healthy relationship if the medicine isn't quite right. Yeah. Even though when they're great and it's amazing. But when they're not, it's very hurtful. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. We'll see next year.
And maybe he can get some, some talk therapy and really invest in himself and get it together. Because there are people who have mental illness who function, as normal as they can be or close to normal. Shoot. We got a president. I shouldn't have said that, but
that ain't my president.
I said he is still the president of the United States.
He's not my president.
Well, we don't have any.
I didn't vote for his ass.
I didn't either, but that's not the point. The point is that
I don't claim him.
Girl, if we need an official letter from the United States of America, his name's gonna be on it. So I
don't accept that.
It ain't nobody else to accept.
Okay.
Barack Obama, is he still in Hawaii or he back? Because he's been kicking it. Last time I saw anything of Barack Obama, they were at Beyonce's concert.
Yeah, that was someone. I don't know where they at.
They kicking it. They ain't thinking about us.
No, they hitting the pavement to get people registered to vote.
Yeah. They sure are. Because they like, y'all got to stop this mess.
I know.
Yeah. Okay. But anyways, let's get on Married to Medicine.
Okay, well, I'm going to miss you, Insecure. We'll see you again.
I know.
Next year. Next August.
But you know what I've realized with this show and Sex and the City, it's like a staple for us because it's been like Sex and the City was when we were like in our early teens, maybe
late teens, early 20s.
Yeah, and then we have this show in our I don't want to talk about the age thing because I don't want to get old. But we have this show, and I hope it never goes away.
You do want to get old.
I don't want to die, but But I hope it never goes away. I need to stay on the air.
I give it 2 more seasons.
I can't take
She already has an end date, so she knows when it's going to end. So I give it 2 more seasons.
It's kind of like Girlfriends.
Yeah. Well, at least we know this isn't going to end abruptly like Girlfriends, because we never got closure for that.
No,
or half and half.
I feel like it should have never ended for us.
No, it shouldn't have. Oh well, that's
but
TV.
That's TV. But we'll miss you.
Yes.
But we're gonna keep watching, and I'm gonna peel back the layers to this onion and figure this all out.
Yes. Okay, so let's get into Married to Medicine. I like that Quad came and talked to Jackie.
I love
that was necessary.
Came and talked to Jackie because I'm weird about Quad.
Yes.
Even though she be on some weird talking kind of stuff, she needs somebody that can embrace her. Mm-hmm. She needs a really good embrace and a hug. She needs to be able to lay down with somebody and get in that fetal position and just cry. Mm-hmm. And know that she's safe in that position. And Jackie is the perfect person for that. Because she knows where she's been.
Yeah.
Like, play by play. Like, people knew about her husband and that chick. It's, you know, they ain't never say nothing about dude's penis being small. But other than that, they in the same spot. Because, you know, if they get back together, they be like, oh, she got back with that dude and he got a small little dinky dink. So I'm just saying that's embarrassing too. So, but you know, it ain't about the size of the ocean. It's the motion in the ocean. But anyway, so I'm glad that she was there and helped her through, that she had somebody to talk to. Yes. She had a comforting spot.
Yes.
And it was one of the ladies.
Yes. And I figured that would have been the person who she would have went to.
That was the perfect person for her to go to. Because I wouldn't go to, even though I like Dr. Simone.
No, sometimes she's a little harsh.
She's too harsh. And I wonder why she's so hard like that.
I wonder that myself. Because she's even like that at home.
And I think it's because I think she's been hurt so much that she's just hurt people.
That's true.
And so maybe that's why she's so harsh, because she's still in pain, because she hasn't got the results that she needs. So maybe when she gets better, she'll soften up a little bit because she's guarding her heart.
Okay.
So I think that's the perfect person.
I don't think Simone that guarded. I really just think she
mean.
I don't think she mean, but as far as her and Cecil, like, I feel like in listening to her, like, she values being independent.
I could not believe that. She was like, and I'm going to have to go through therapy to have people move back in my house? Your son and the dog? Yes, that dog is something else. You need to stay off the table. But your husband and your kid, like your family moving back in the house, I was taken aback by that.
Yes.
That, like, I had to, like, clench my pearls, like, what?
Exactly.
I'm like, what's really going on?
That's what I be wondering. I'm just saying.
Something going on.
And it makes me go back to question, like, does she really want to be married?
I think she likes having freedom because she had been married so long. But you don't have a choice to stop being a mom.
No,
You're going to be a mom for the rest of your life. Period. That is a blessing because some people lose their kids at various stages in their life. Like, and then the fact that your kids are going to hear that played back on TV. Yeah. And I don't think that was her intention.
No, probably not.
She was just talking, but there's some truth to that.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, you know, because I've like met people who have been in relationships for a long time and had kids. And when they're gone, they feel like, oh, I can finally, you know, develop a new life. I can do this. I can do that. And true enough, her kids are almost grown. But they still need to know that you're their mom and you're going to have their back.
Well, I don't think her kids don't think that she doesn't have their back. It seems like she has a good relationship with them.
Yeah, when she comes around after she done got off work, it's sometimes she's there. She don't even live in a house with them.
No. But since Cecil got laid off from his job, like they're going to be at the main house now.
Right.
So
that only makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, they shouldn't have ever been in two separate houses to begin with. I just didn't. I've never understood that.
No, you better go in that other room.
Yeah, I don't care about, you know, the school system and being close to work. Then y'all need to just find a whole new house to be closer to work.
Right.
And figure out school. Like, they okay. It's private schools everywhere. So,
you need to catch a Lyft or Uber to the school special transfer.
Yes. So that kind of took me aback. But anyway, so what did you think about Quad not answering the phone when she was talking to Jackie?
Okay. It's one thing to be upset with your husband, right? But don't do that in front of people.
Yeah. That
bothered me. Like, she was like, she just completely blew him off, and she was like, she was very rude, and he was being vulnerable by even checking to see where she is. And it was almost like she was taking advantage of that moment. So I was just like, why is she talking to him like that? Like, she don't even talk to her dogs like that. And they can't even really understand what you're saying, except for them commands that they know. I was like, that's mean. She was really mean to him.
Yeah, I didn't feel like
but she's angry. Like I said, hurt people hurt people.
That is true.
I couldn't understand that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it wasn't like she was on set or anything like that. Like, she was sitting there talking to Jackie. Jackie understood that